Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the 3rd seed in this playoff, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to pass. It's Fifita. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
We'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Looks like Arizona will have the first down.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to 3rd downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Wasting no time, he's going to go deep on the first play. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see. You're trying to creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
The Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And at first down, they go right back to him. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. The back's got it. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Finds an open target on the left side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Hunter. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He hands it off from the gun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch.
Yeah, I really like the idea on third down. I could kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Caught behind the line. It's Moore.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
The completion makes it second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Running back has it on a screen now. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. To throw, it's yours. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Pitch play to the back. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
Play action here on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught near the sticks. It's Golden. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Longhorns. But they'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense. Taking a deep shot here. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do it very...
He'll take a deep shot here. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Pitches to the back. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking for 6. That's incomplete. The attempt at trickery does not work. And that'll bring up 3rd down. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will he have to settle for 3? Dropping back, it's Fifita trying to extend the play. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's 3rd down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the 1st down. And now it's 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards instead. You're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Now, a crucial 3rd down and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. You mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Now it's 2nd down here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And it's complete downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you get a one-on-one opportunity, you got to cash in on it. And this Texas receiver makes a great play to be able to come up with a big gain. This defense cannot just load up on the run game and the quarterback and leave these receivers one-on-one.
Makes the grab. It's Golden. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
First down here for this offense. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
Finds his man. It's Golden. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Got space, looking to score. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to root this one away. Bringing it out, it's Hunter. Tackled at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Fifita. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. The punt is fair caught, but now up to see about that penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense gets a second chance after the roughing the punter penalty. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Looking to throw yet again. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Trying for a 4th down completion. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking downfield. It's Ewers. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage. Longhorns come to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Bolden. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. It was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It's caught downfield. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
How many 1st downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Bringing pressure. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up 1st down yardage.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to the left. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Scanning the field. It's yours. Receiver makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
Snags the quick throw. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense is still clicking. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offense. And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Looking to throw. It's Fifita. A sack on the play, could not escape the pass rush.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he pulls in the catch. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Running out of time. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover.
Well, already playing with the lead here in the national championship, this defense is opportunistic. Eyes on the football, running to the ball, good team pursuit. When that ball hits the ground, they jump on top of it for a critical turnover.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Second down after that previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On the ground, it's Baxter. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. He's running out of time here. Makes the catch. It's Bolden. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Longhorns will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Longhorns. And this one is getting ugly.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in the big hole. They got to react quickly here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. They're going to run it. Nowhere to go in this one. That's the end of 3, the final quarter coming up. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Fifita. Defense is coming after him. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go.
He's going for a big play downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And the extra point is missed. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the second half. Ball handed off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Hand off to the back. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Tackle made after a big gain.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Touchdown, Texas. And the route is on. That's another touchdown, a dream performance for this running back in the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, we are struggling.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Hunter. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. He'll hand it off. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Back to throw. It's Fifita. Quarterback escapes the pocket. They pressure him and sack him. Will be tackled inside the 10.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Texas Longhorns.